This is a bra for people who like puzzles. It's like a relationship status on Facebook. It's complicated. Hello starlets, I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet. Welcome to my channel. I make videos to inspire you to be the best version of yourself and live your dreams. So if you want to be an Everyday Starlet, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Today I have a much requested follow-up to my sports bra review video. I did a video a while ago, which I will link to this one, reviewing sports bras for fuller busted women. If you'd like to know the definition of fuller busted and what makes it different than plus sized or curvy, and you want more details on that, I have a whole video about that I will link to this video. But my fuller busted sports bra review video was so popular, and I got a ton of requests to review other sports bra brands, and it took me a while, but I went through your list and I found basically all of the ones that people requested that also came in my size. Unfortunately, some of the ones people wanted me to review didn't come in my size, so I can't really test them. But I have a whole other collection of sports bras, including the one I'm wearing. So if you want to see my review on fuller busted sports bras and which ones work for a fuller bust, then just keep watching. Before we get into this, I want to let you know for comparison that I wear a size UK 32G as size US 32I typically in sports bras, and if you don't see any sports bras in this video that you, in that general size range that you would like to see a review on, they're probably in my first video, so be sure you check that out. All the sports bras that I'm trying out will be listed in the description box below, and I will try to timestamp them, so if there's a specific one that you want to see a review on, you'll know where in the video to go, or if you want to watch all of them, watch all of them. That'd be great. So this first sports bra is actually from Natori. This was a very requested one to do a review on, and I actually tried really hard to find this one because this was in this really cool leopard print, which I just absolutely adored. This actually has an underwire in it, but it feels like a very flexible underwire. It doesn't feel very stiff, and it has very soft cups. This is a very soft material. I have a mirror set up, so hopefully you can see more details on the back. I have to admit, when this isn't on, it looks huge. I think it's because of the foam cups. I don't know, but yeah, this looks enormous. It feels really soft and really smooth. I could totally see this being comfortable. One downfall that I have found, I usually need to adjust my straps a lot. I don't know what it is about me and my anatomy, but I don't know, I just like my bras to be really like lifted up. So I always have to tighten the straps a lot. And I don't know if you'll be able to see, but these straps aren't like, they're not your like slide adjustable. They have hooks on them. I'm not as big a fan of that style, mainly because for one, it's so hard to do the hooks, and I know you can hook them and then put them on, but then it's like trial and error, and then when you wash them, the things come unhooked, and I'm really paranoid about them coming unhooked. I've never had that happen, but I do know people that have had that happen where like the hooks have come undone. So I don't know if that's because they were wearing the wrong size or what. It's never actually happened to me, but I don't know. It's just not my preferred method, but I do understand that it's probably more secure than a slide strap for some sports bras, because if you're jumping or doing anything high impact, the sliding adjustable part, it could possibly just stretch out. So like, I kind of get why they do that hook. I'm just not as in love with it. It's not a deal breaker for me, but it's just not my preference. This actually kind of has, they're very thin foam cups, which is odd because when I took it out, they looked like they were really big, thick foam cups, but these are actually very thin foam cups. And then this material is actually like just attached over the top. It's stitched at the bottom, but it's just sort of like, you know, like you could store stuff in here if you needed to. I mean, I got enough stuff going on in here, but you know, you can snack bar for later or something like that. Like some touch-up spray, and there we go. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually not going to be able to do a full workout where I sweat and everything in all of these bras because, to be honest, these are expensive. I know it's a very common complaint. When you're fuller busted, it does feel like discrimination. Believe me, I get it. But when it comes to fuller busted, narrow band size, fuller cup size, takes a lot more construction, they're more expensive to make, so we end up having to spend more money. And I can't afford to keep all of these sports bras, so I'm not gonna be able to do like a full sweaty workout in all of them, but I'm gonna try to do a little bit of jumping, a little bit of bending forward, just to try to get a sense of how comfortable these would be with movement. All right, so let me do a little bit of jogging, and I apologize if the camera is shaking at all while I'm doing this, but it's not, I don't know. You're never gonna not get any bounce, and I feel like if you have a sports bra that is like tight enough and is holding you in enough so that you don't move at all, it's probably gonna be too constricting in order to really breathe properly. But I have to admit, this is not feeling, I can't imagine doing a lot of jogging in this. I feel like this is too much bounce and it's not feeling comfortable for me. If I can try to do like a, yeah, like I'm doing like a deadlift movement. This does come up high enough, so I will say, like, and probably with yoga, or if you were to do like, you know, downward dog or something, don't feel like I would fall out of this. I'm surprised for an underwire that I still get so much bounce. But I definitely think for, you know, weightlifting or, you know, yoga, although I tend to do wireless when I do yoga, although this doesn't feel constricting enough so that I couldn't do yoga in it. But it definitely is cut high enough so that I could imagine a lot of activities being very comfortable in this. But high impact exercises, I'm not feeling this for that. Love the leopard print, not gonna lie. I love the gray, I love the neutral. Not high impact, could be good. It's got some pluses, it's got some minuses. Okay, this next sports bra is from Pour Moi. I actually have some stuff from them, but I don't have any of their sports bras. I feel like they've come out with a lot of sportswear type of stuff. I actually couldn't find their leggings. They have some leggings, I think, out now, but I couldn't find them in any US-based companies. I have to say, I mean, I kind of like this because I feel like this fits a little bit more like a regular bra. It has, you know, it's a little bit lower cut, which we'll test out if that's a plus or minus later. It has like the sliding adjustable straps, cool color, cool mesh on the front. I think the cut is flattering. Basic back part here, if you can see the back. I will say, you know, and I don't know if maybe after a couple washings it'd be a little bit more comfortable. The material feels a little stiff. It doesn't feel quite as soft, and I don't know if it's because the last one I tried was like super soft, that this one is just you feeling not quite as soft. Yeah, it's like a cool, if you can see, it's like a cool mesh material on the front. See how it goes. Yeah, I think I feel a little bit more secure than the last one, but I think because this is lower cut, this front part feels like it's bouncing more than I think I'd like it to. You're torn because like this is kind of a nicer, more flattering look, especially if you are fuller busted. Having this more open area is actually more flattering, opens you up more. It's a more flattering look fashion wise, but I could see where this would be not as beneficial fitness wise. That was actually one of the complaints that I got on my last sports bra video, was they were like, well, but the sports bras that fit bigger sizes are not as cute. They're not sexy. Sometimes you gotta find that balance between fashion and function, which I know isn't fun because you want to look good, but you also want it to be functional. So if I deadlift, I mean, I don't feel like I'm popping out of it. And I think if you are feeling like you're popping out of it, you're probably wearing the wrong size. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm gonna pop out of this. Yeah, bending all the way forward. Yeah, I feel it a little bit. I feel a little bit exposed, so that if I were like in public or something, I'm not really someone who necessarily wears a sports bra like out in public just by itself. I know some people do and some people can, and I think it depends on where you live, where you're working out. I would usually, if I were to go and work out like outside of my home, I would wear a shirt or something over this, you know, over any sports bra. That's just me and like my comfort level, but I know some people like to just wear sports bra, and I think just because you're fuller busted doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to just wear a sports bra like all of the tinier busted girls do. However, I think it depends on your level of comfort with modesty. Like this is a more flattering cut, but it doesn't necessarily feel like it's giving me the support up here. And I do feel like if I were to do yoga in it or something, I feel like it would start to feel a little bit like, I don't know, it would just start to feel, not like I was falling out, but just there's a little bit too much cleavage going on, I think, for me. And I still feel like the material, I don't know, I'm feeling like the material in the shoulders feels a little rough. Maybe after a few washings or something, and after wearing it and breaking it in, it might feel a little bit softer, I don't know, but this is just my initial reaction. So again, got some pluses, got some minuses. Okay, I have another bra from Pour Moi. I will note that, because the last one was Pour Moi, and with this one, because I'm wearing a 32 band, and I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of people like, that's too tight on you. Pour Moi, I think, does actually run quite tight in the band. I have this on like the loosest hook. Instead of dealing with trying to go up a size, I would probably just, because it's not uncomfortable, it just does dig into me, but I've had this discussion with so many people. I carry my weight in my upper body, so bras are going to dig into my back. That's just how it is. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It just feels a little bit tighter. But you know, bras stretch out, and especially sports bras, they're going to stretch out a lot. So if it really makes you uncomfortable, I might consider possibly going up a band size in Pour Moi. But for me, I just kind of assume that I'll just leave it on the widest band and wait until it stretches out. If I keep these, I haven't decided that yet. But yeah, the band size on these does feel a little bit tighter than some of the others. Definitely tighter than the first one that I tried, the Natori. I think that's how you say it. So this particular sports bra I've actually seen in a lot of their advertisements, and I think they make leggings to match this, which I have to say, fuller busted bras with matching leggings, super rare. I tried to find the leggings to test them, and I couldn't find them in any like sites that were US brand sites that were, you know, easy to ship to the US. So if I do find the leggings, I want to try those out. But yeah, this was called a convertible sports bra, and when I got it, it has hooks on the back, if you'll be able to tell. It's hard to tell, but it has hooks on the back, so you can actually adjust this so it could be crisscrossed or it can be straight up and down. I'm not as big a fan of the crisscross. I've had people in my last video that were like, oh, racer backs or crisscrosses look so much better on you. I just find them so much more complicated to put on. I actually tried to put this on as a crisscross, and I was just like, I just don't have the patience for that, because like when I'm getting ready to go work out, I don't want anything to get in my way. If a sports bra is too difficult to put on, I'm gonna get frustrated and fed up, and because like for me, working out, the hardest part is just like getting started. Once I start, I'm good. So if anything takes up time, it's just, it gets in the way of my focus. So that's just how I am. So yeah, so I hooked it, and again, similar to, this does have like sliding adjustable straps, but like similar to the first one I tried that had the hooks that adjusted the straps. When bras have these hooks that make things adjustable, in my mind they feel less secure. I've never actually had a problem with any of them doing anything or coming undone, but in my mind I just mentally think like, oh, okay, this is just being held on by a hook. That's just a mental thing. But I do find these straps, these aren't coated straps like some of the others. They are relatively thick. I don't know if these would chafe or not. I mean, they feel somewhat soft, but because they don't have like a fabric coating on them, it does make me worry a little bit, because I do have a tendency to get a lot of like shoulder strap irritation. I love the color, love the print. I think it did come in several different styles and patterns. So let's try this running. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm feeling a little bit more held in than the last two. Yeah, I think this is probably the most secure one that I've tried. And I'm still getting a little bit of bounce, but I feel more secure in this than the last two that I have tried. And because this is cut a little bit higher, like if I do a deadlift or something, not, yeah, there's no chance I'm gonna fall out. I do yoga or downward dog, yeah. I mean, I feel very secure. This does have an underwire. Not digging, not finding it uncomfortable, although I will admit the band is a little bit tighter than what I am used to. I think that's just how they run though. It doesn't feel like it's cut so high that it feels kind of like matronly, but I think it isn't cut as low as the last one, so this is giving me like a little bit more sense of security, like on top, if that makes any sense. Color and pattern is really pretty. Straps do worry me though. Like, I don't know how, if they would irritate, but the fact that they are just elastic, they're very soft elastic, I'll give it that. That does worry me though a little bit. Okay, so I have another Pour Moi, which I actually thought at first when I opened it up that it was like just exactly the same as the last one, only in a different color pattern, but it actually is a little bit different. This one is not convertible, so it does not have the hooks in the back to adjust it. It just goes back straight. Obviously, I mean, there are ways you can hook bras together to make them a racer back if you really want to, but this one isn't a convertible, which actually makes the straps are a little bit more fabric covered so that they're not like an exposed elastic. And it's ironic because people always tell me that I'm wearing a band that's too small because it digs into my back, and it does. And this, I do think, again, I do think the Pour Moi bands run small, but the fit in the front is actually like I can fit my whole hand in the front. So if this were like, if I were to go up a size, it probably wouldn't lay right in the front. Although, again, because I have a thicker middle, I carry my weight in my upper body, I did initially like this band on the bottom, except that this keeps popping up on me, if you notice. I mean, it doesn't look bad when it's popped up at all, I don't think. Yeah. That kind of looks silly when it's popped up like that. But yeah, that would drive me crazy while I was working out, I feel like, because I already get frustrated with my high-waisted pants when I do stuff, and when like they roll down or something like that bugs me. This would bug me, I think. It really would. And that's just my anatomy, you know. If you were maybe tinier in through here, you might not have that problem as much, or if your weight's distributed a little bit differently. But on me, yeah, that would just drive me, that would annoy me. Yeah, so that's a problem. The cut at the top, I feel like, is very similar to the last one I tried on, although it might be a tiny bit higher, but this feels a little bit more like a scoop neck top. Like, you could wear this as just a scoop neck top. Like, I could actually see this like under a blazer or something. There's that. The material doesn't feel super soft. That's kind of annoying. Like, I wish it was a little bit softer, but you know, sports bras, sometimes you gotta wear them, you gotta wash them, but you know, yeah. And this actually does feel like this is the most secure. This is by far the least amount of bounce, the most secure that I feel out of all of them that I've tried, for sure. Yeah, even with jumping jacks, I'm like, yeah. This also, I've noticed, I get a lot of people that complain that when I try on bras and stuff, that the arm cutouts dip down and they get arm spillage. I've kind of just learned to accept arm spillage, because I find that first of all, there aren't that many bras that are cut high on the arm band, and also ones that are, I feel like then the bra ends up peeking out sometimes in certain tops, and I don't know, I kind of have a weird relationship with the armpit part of most bras. So I want to note on this that this actually is cut very high in the top. I don't know if that would cause irritation because of the way it's cut. It doesn't feel uncomfortable now at all. So it doesn't feel rough or anything. In fact, this part feels quite soft, so I don't think that this would irritate at all. It's comfortable. And you know, if you are looking for something that is cut higher, this one is definitely cut higher. So I think that is, it's a benefit. It's just this flap thing here. That's annoying me. This is like the only, and the fact that this might be a little rough, but I think I could live with that. It's just this part right here. That's, oh, it's killing me. It's killing me. This next sports bra is WACOAL. I feel like I used to wear these sports bras. I used to wear a sports bra that I think was just like this many years ago. So I don't remember if it was this brand or if it wasn't, but if it was this one, I didn't like it. But I just figured I would try it again because I found it on the website. Give it another chance. If it may not be the same one, I'm not sure. It has the hook straps, kind of like the other one. I didn't actually adjust them because I didn't bother trying to figure out what was the right adjustment for them. But like I said earlier, the hook straps, I see the benefit, but it's not really my preference. Kind of almost matches my pants, even though they're two totally different brands. These leggings are Wolf and Whistles. The straps a little rough, but they are thicker, and they don't feel like they're irritating right now. I will say though, and I don't know if you can tell, and I'm hoping that if I say this, you guys won't just focus on that, but these are very thin. And in fact, I don't even think they have foam No, I don't think they have any foam. I think they're just layered fabric. If it's cold where you're working out, everyone is going to know if you wear this by itself. I'm just gonna put it that way. Yeah, and it's got this, like, it's got an underwire, which is a real heavy duty underwire, and the underwire comes all the way up. So this is actually like, it's only attached here at the top and down here. So like this is a, like a piece that's like a breastplate. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, so, so let me try. Not the worst when it comes to high impact. I think, yeah, no. It's not the worst. It's not the most uncomfortable. I'm not getting a huge amount of bounce. Not as secure, I think, as the last one, but it's not uncomfortable to wear right now. And it is cut higher. Yeah, I'm bending forward. I'm not going to fall out of it. The only thing I will note, and again, I feel like this was a sports bra that I used to wear back when I had, there were like not a lot of options for sports bras. Not positive this was the same one, but the one that I used to wear like way back in the day. I used to take dance classes. I used to actually teach dance classes many years ago. And so I'm pretty sure that this one, or one very, very similar to this, was the only sports bra that I could ever find in my size. Okay, so if you're doing like yoga or stretching or anything where you're sort of bending and, you know, maybe hanging upside down or something like that, I don't know if this is gonna make any sense. This piece on the top, because it sticks up like this, it doesn't lay flat on the, like, between your chest here. I'm trying not to get demonetized by using words that are common words that we should be able to use, but you know, whatever. When you're leaning forward, this can feel like it's sticking up and is gonna stab you in the face. It doesn't, like, I mean, I can't imagine. You're not gonna be that flexible. I don't know. I just feel like doing downward dog, or when I would do like child's pose or something, like anything where you're kind of like curled up or something. This just, I don't know. It just feels like it's just sticking right towards your face. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a cool color. I mean, it goes with my leggings almost. Definitely think there's some pluses to this. I just don't like it. I think I used to wear this style. If it wasn't this one, it was a style like it years ago because it was my only option, but now I just feel like there's so many better options that this kind of like really, I mean, this is a strong underwire. It doesn't feel uncomfortable to wear it, but just this style, I don't feel, and then the fact that this is so thin and everybody can see everybody's everything, and you know, it's not sheer, you can't see through it, but you know, I mean, you guys get where I'm going with that. I don't know, like I kind of wish there was like less support here and more support here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this just isn't my favorite. Okay, so I have 2 sports bras left. Oh, this tag is stabbing me in the neck. Okay, I have 2 sports bras left. They are both from Shefit. And I have to say, I think Shefit was probably my most requested brand that people were asking about. First of all, let me say, I wish I could show you, like I wish I could film myself putting this on and not get demonetized. I can't. I just can't do that. This is a bra for people who like puzzles. Because, oh my god, the complication. It's like a relationship status on Facebook. It's complicated. Okay, so I don't know what is going on here. I feel like as I was putting it on, it was like there was a new surprise every time. I'm like, oh my god, what is that? What does that do? What's happening here? Like I believe they have 2 styles. I have 2 styles from them. I think these are the only 2 styles, if I'm not mistaken. This is, I believe, the ultimate. And so I think this is supposed to be more high impact, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, I will make a note in the description box, but I believe this is the more high impact one. It's very unique in that there's a lot of Velcro. So if you need a breakaway bra for some kind, some point, this is your pick. Okay, I don't know if you can tell on the back, but it actually Velcros in the back. It Velcros closed, open, closed. And I had to pull it really tight. I went back and forth because this doesn't come in like regular bra measurements. I'm gonna make a note in the description box what size I got. I believe I got their version of the large, which is called the Luxe. I might be mistaken about that though, because I got really confused when it came to this. So I will make a note in the description box to make sure that I don't give you the wrong information. Yeah, so like I kind of undid this, but then this front part has a zipper. Like there's a, okay, so there's a flap here that I guess you pull away the flap, because I guess that this protects it, so that makes sense. I guess I didn't put the flap down at the bottom. That's why it's irritating me on the bottom. All right, so this is to make sure that you know the zipper part isn't irritating your skin. But yeah, it's got a zipper. I'm not going to undo the zipper completely because, you know, again, I'm trying not to get demonetized here. But then there's a hook in here, just one little hook that I guess, like, if you're like, hey, I'm trying to be sexy, but I don't want to accidentally pop out of this, or I guess if the zipper breaks, I don't know. There's like an emergency hook, if you can see, like an emergency hook right here. In a boob emergency, women and children first. Okay, that is kind of sexy. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you thought it was gonna bust open? No, I've got this emergency hook because I am prepared for everything. You can actually undo this all the way, and there's like a flap down here in the bottom that you can kind of undo and whatever. Yeah, so like, again, this is the MacGyver of bras. The straps here, these are crisscrossed in the back because that's how they were. I don't know if you can uncrisscross them or not, because by the time I got this on, I was like, I'm not going to take this off and try it a different way, because oh my god, getting this on was so complicated. And this part here is Velcro. Break away. And then you can Velcro it up again. There might be other parts to this bra, I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's maybe like a little man in here that will pop out and give you like workout motivation while you're working out. I don't know if there's some kind of like water bottle holder in here somewhere. I don't know. I feel like every time I wear this bra, something new might pop out at me. I'm not sure. Okay, but getting past all that other stuff, just as a sports bra, not gonna lie, like, I had to pull this really tight at the bottom, and I don't know how well the Velcro is going to hold up. It feels secure. Like, I feel like I'm in this. But again, you know, I mean, Velcro doesn't last forever. So, who knows, after some wear and tear. I mean, again, you've got your emergency stuff going on. But I have to say, with all the other sports bras, and it's possible because the other sports bras were actually in the traditional bra size of like a band and a cup, because this is more like small, medium, large, or they have their own terminology for it, but I really feel like I'm being smushed together. Like, I feel very uniboob. Like, there's no separation, whereas the other bras, you felt more like there was a foam cup, like you were kind of, there was some separation. They weren't like, hey guys, you're in this together, you know? Do I feel like secure in this? Yeah, but I don't know, that being smushed together, I could definitely see there being a lot of boob sweat. But then again, this isn't really, even as tight as I have this, it's not really laying against me. Yeah, I don't know. The fit might actually take a while to get used to, but these are really expensive. So I don't, if I turn out I don't love these, I'm not going to be able to keep them and try them out because that is just too much money. But yeah, okay, this is weird. This feels really different. Like, this is obviously like a completely different style sports bra than anything else I've ever tried. I almost feel like these aren't moving, but everything else in my body is moving when I jump. Like, it's a weird sensation. I don't know how to explain that. Like, it's almost like, okay, my arms are moving and my chest is, but these are not moving. Like, these are being held so securely, which I guess is a good thing, but it's freaky. It's really, it's an odd feeling. I don't know, this just feels really weird to me. It's kind of hard to put into words. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, I didn't do the lean over test. Lean over if I'm doing a deadlift or something. I mean, yeah, there's cleavage and everything is pushed together. It's not like, it's not obnoxious, although I definitely do feel, I don't feel like I'm gonna fall out, but I definitely do feel a little spillage. No more than like, you know, with any of the other ones that I've tried. It's just, you know, it's weird because it doesn't look low cut. I think it's because I'm so pushed together that they're feeling like there's nowhere else to go, so they're coming up. And this is cut, I think because it's crisscross, it's cut very narrow, which I'm not used to because I don't tend to wear a lot of crisscross backs, but not complaining, it's just I'm not as used to that. So all right, so I think this is the higher impact of the two. I'm gonna try the other Shefit style, and we're gonna see how that one goes. Okay, so this is my last sports bra. I love this color. It does not go with my leggings, but oh my god, I love this color. This is called Blush. Do have to admit, this is a peachier color than I think of when I think of blush, but love this color. And the back, you can see in the back, it's got like this rose gold detail on it, which is so pretty. Okay, this is actually their Flex, I believe, which I think is their less high impact. This one was easier to get into because I had practiced with the last one, so I found this a little easier. I still haven't figured out whether I needed to like loosen the back and then zip the front. I don't know. I wish I could tell you how I got it on, but it just sort of happened. Yeah, so this actually feels exactly the same as the other one, except it's a different color. It is a different style, but it feels the same to me. I was having a hard time getting this to feel as secure in the bottom, though. It still feels a little bit loose even when I pull it tight, but like this part feels so tight on me. I don't know, I'm kind of torn. I will say that I noticed on this one, I don't know if it's because it's a lighter color, so it was easier to see the details. And I went back and checked, and the other one is like this too. There are actually two hooks. There's a safety hook up here, and then there's a safety hook midway down. So you have this hook, so if your zipper happens to come undone, you've got backup. Also, if you are trying to awkwardly seduce someone at your gym or something who your hormones are saying I want that guy, but your brain is like, no, that guy's not a good idea, and you're like, hey, I want to try to show off for him. These hooks are a reminder like, hey, no, keep your shirt on, he's not worth it. Like that's how this works, right? I don't know, I just made that up. I don't even know if that made sense, but whatever. I also did notice with this one, which I think the other one is like this too, these little flaps here actually go down the center on the inside too, so like the zipper part in the middle is covered with a nice soft fabric, so the zipper shouldn't irritate at all. And this got the Velcro here. I don't really feel much difference between this one and the last one, except for the color, obviously, and I do love the color. It is super pretty. I feel very pushed in, a little constricting. This feels a little awkward, but not like irritating awkward. Like it feels so different than any of the other sports bras that I either have or have used that it's hard to really know because I just don't know if I'm just not used to it or if it's just not good. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try. Okay, yeah, I can, this feels less, okay, I'm getting a little bit more bounce with this. The other one, it was almost like this wasn't moving and everything else in my body was moving more as a result. I don't know, it was weird. It was a weird sensation. This one feels a little bit more like a regular sports bra. Like I'm moving, but I'm secure. So this feels a little bit more comfortable when I'm actually jogging. I'm getting some bounce, but not insane. So I'm not really sure exactly what the difference is between the two that makes that happen, but this feels a little bit less constricting than the other one did. As far as leaning forward, it's about the same as the other one. Like I'm not gonna pop out. I feel secure. Yeah, I do feel secure, but I do feel like I'm shifting up in it a little bit. Like I might actually have to adjust myself. Guys are the only ones that have to adjust themselves in public. Let's be serious. Come on. Sometimes us ladies, we gotta do some stuff. So anyway, we're prettier though, so that's, anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I am so torn about this. I don't know. A part of me, oh man, okay. This is the point where I do my best and worsts, and I am so confused. I am so unbelievably confused. I don't know where my emotions are with this. I don't know. I'm just really confused. Okay, the ones that I definitely think I'm going to return. This one from Pour Moi has a lot of great qualities. It really does. The band flipping up would drive me nuts, and I just definitely could see myself not wearing this. I don't hate it as a sports bra, and I think it has a lot of really good qualities. It's that one little red flag that's like, no. This one, because I know this particular style, this just isn't really offering me what I want in a sports bra. The underwire is, I'm just not as much of a fan of the shape. It's a little bit too thin in the cups. It's just, I'm so used to, I just feel like there's so many better options out there than this that I just don't see myself keeping this. The other Pour Moi bras, these are kind of middle of the road for me. I don't hate them. I feel like if I found the leggings to go with this, I would keep this and try it out as an outfit and see how I liked it. It's not bad, but I do think that the Pour Moi just runs kind of strange in the band size, and it feels a little bit more constricting in the band size than what I'm used to. I mean, I could potentially, you know, adjust it, go with my sister size and try a 34, maybe 34H or something, but I don't know. I just, like, I like that this has like a nicer cut. This looks more like a traditional bra, but does still give you the support. I just don't know. I'm really kind of on the fence about it. Well, this Natori one, I wouldn't do high impact in this, but this is soft and it is super comfortable, so I might consider saving this for yoga or for loungewear or something like that. I would consider it. Wouldn't consider it for high impact. So for me as a sports bra, I don't see myself reaching for it, but I do think as lounge, even though it's got underwire, but the underwire felt very soft to me. I'm tempted to keep it for like loungewear or yoga or, you know, low impact type stuff, because I do think it's really pretty and it is really comfortable. It's just not, as a sports bra, I wouldn't recommend it, if that makes sense. Oh, the Shefit, I'm so torn. I am so unbelievably torn. As I'm wearing it now, it's kind of growing on me. It really does dig in, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just, it's so expensive. I'm torn. It's unique and different, and I'm curious how I would really like it while I'm working out. I just don't know if I'm invested enough in it to try it. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. I see some pluses, I see some minuses. Bear in mind, this is my second major sports bra review. The sports bras that I wear all the time that I love are the Panache sports bras and the Glamour sports bras, which I mentioned in my last sports bra review video. And I actually found myself reaching for the Panache more often, and I originally purchased it myself to review for that video, but Panache has sent me some since then. They don't pay me to talk about them or sponsor anything, so it's just, you know, I shared that I loved them. I shared the other sports bra video and they sent me some, so I've been reaching for those and kind of been leaning more towards those. I still love my Glamour, but I've had those for a lot longer, so those are more worn out. So as opposed to replacing them and buying more, I've just been using my Panache more often. But those are the ones that I reach for more often. So if you're like, oh, you didn't love any of the ones in this video, watch my last video, because those were the ones that I tried originally, and I do have some favorites in there. I'm tempted to keep the Shefit and try it out during a workout. It's really expensive. So if you guys want to see me go through a whole workout trying out the Shefit and seeing how that works, let me know. Leave a comment below and let me know that that's what you want to see, and I will keep at least one of these and test them out for a whole like workout and see if I actually really like it and commit to keeping one to try out. If not, I probably can't afford to keep, especially both of them, to try out and be like, hey, see what happens. So, although if Shefit would like to send me a free one, and sponsor a video with me talking about them, I would be more than happy to do that. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I know with my last sports bra review, which was quite a while ago, but you know, these things are really expensive, so I can't do these all the time. But I know I had a lot of comments. A lot of people said they found it really helpful. A lot of people are just wearing sports bras now just to be around their house, and you know, people are, you know, even if they're in quarantine, or some people aren't going to the gym, some people are working out from home, and some people have a little bit more time on their hands because they're not doing other things, so they're working out from home. And you know, I believe that a healthy lifestyle, a glamorous lifestyle, feeling great, you know, and being active is part of feeling great. I think that should be for everybody. And I know that when you are full or busted, sometimes it can feel like activities and movement and exercise just isn't for you because it's just uncomfortable to do. And so I hope that this video, if anything, inspired you to go and try to find something that fits you and is comfortable for you. I will link everything below. Most of the places where I bought all of these sports bras and stuff have pretty good return policies, so if you do get something and try it on and you just don't feel like it works, you have the option to return it. So I hope this inspired you, because you know, I know in the past there have been activities that I've been hesitant to do because it just didn't feel comfortable with my chest, and I just don't think that anybody should have to sacrifice their life just because of a body part. So I hope that this video was helpful for you and inspired you to try to go out and find a way to get active and feel comfortable while you're getting active. If you have any other videos that you would like to see from me, any reviews or anything like that, let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. I love your suggestions. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. Share it with somebody else who you think might find it helpful. If you want to be an everyday starlet, be sure you hit that subscribe button. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.